Upgrade your shit.
Hey, what's up? I'm Coach RT3 of the Upgrade Guys, and today we're going to talk about hip flexion. So hip flexion is one of those things that we need for various things that we do, whether it be running, kicking, kneeing, and Muay Thai, things like that. We all need hip flexion. Even in the bottom of your squat, you need a degree of hip flexion in order to be able to create force in that position. Now, when we ask the question, how much hip flexion do I need? The answer is not so clear. It depends. Now, if I'm a Muay Thai fighter and I need to get my knee up really high into someone's chest, I might need a great degree of hip flexion. If I'm a sprinter, I need to get my knee forward and through, I need a certain degree of hip flexion. If I want to get to the bottom of a squat, I need a great degree of hip flexion. Now, what's important is that we look at, like, when we ask that question, we're looking at how much can you control? And that should be the real question that we're asking of ourselves. How much hip flexion can we control? So if I look at my hip flexion, for example, I'm going to find out what my active range of hip flexion is. So I'm going to sniff some air in, I'm going to drive my knee up, and I'm going to take it as high as I can under my own control. All right, so that's about as high as I can get my hip flexion under my own control. Now, if I pull a little bit further, clearly I have a little bit more passive range of hip flexion that I can pull my leg into. Now let's see if I can control that range of motion. So I'm going to sniff some air in and I'm going to hold and engage there. Now I'm working an isometric on this tissue here in order to hold this leg here, and it's slowly starting to go down, as you can see, because I can't hold that for too long. But the point that I'm trying to make there is that there is a little bit of space between what I can actively create or actively produce, and then what I can passively produce, and then what I can actively hold. So there's a little bit of a space there that we want to train. That's the magic area. We want to train that little window of space with isometrics. So we want to get here and we want to work our isometric contractions in this space. So you can work simply pulling passive range holds like I just showed you here. Re-engage, grab, hold here. We know that you have some degree of active range. We know that you have a passive range to get there. But we now need to teach those tissues how to work and how to do work in that space. Hopefully you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like button if you did, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.
Upgrade your shit.